Alright everyone, welcome to Instructabot. This is going to be a tutorial on how to export FBX files into the UDK engine, Unreal Development Kit. If you guys aren't familiar with this, just please just hang in there and get showing you guys how to operate, how to move around in the viewport. Very cool. To move around up, down, in your viewport, just hold left click, press up and down. Hold left click and drag your mouse, and that'll scroll in and out of your window. Right click is to look around, pan, and middle mouse scroll. You can scroll in and out with the middle mouse, incremental scroll. You can also, another thing I learned that was pretty cool was you could also use the WASD keys and rotate around your object while holding right click. I usually like to use this, and then both clicks, if you hold right and left click, you can go up and down in the viewport. Or you look around, let's see. Yeah, and that's how you operate around in your scene window. As you can see, you're already set up pretty nicely. There's this box in the middle of a scene. It's not really anything too exciting. But if you go up here and you press play in viewport, it's going to save map, and there you have it. You're in your scene. This is real time. You're running around. You see this box and a sky. And that's pretty much it with that. So to get out of that, you just press escape. And what that'll do is just get you out of there. What we want to do is import our crates in here. So when you load up Unreal, usually the content browser's open, but if you want to get it to bring it up, just go to View, Content Browser, and that will pop that guy open for you, or you can maximize it if it's already open. But so what we want to do is we want to bring our packages in, our FBX files. So to do that, I want to import something. So I'm just going to click New Packages, and I'm just going to import our FBX files. So I'm just going to guide it to where, let's see here, guide it to where we were. Oops. Control V, and location, please try a different location. Okay, so let me see here. Maybe right here on out. So let's go to desktop. Let's go into, let's see here. Never mind all the games and stuff I have on there. Let's see here. So, and then from Instructabot tutorials, software tuts, create LP, and let's go into, let's make another file. Let's go to new folder, and let's name this Unreal Tut. Just press OK, and we're gonna just go ahead and take our exported FBX files, and we're gonna drag them both into that folder. So I'm gonna copy them, and Unreal Tut, let's paste. I'm going to open both of them, and let's name it a package. So let's give it a package. Let's put instruct as package. Instruct as pack. Create tut export. Static mesh, import level of details. There are no level details, doesn't matter. Import morph, targets, import materials, import textures. Yep, let's do that. Let's press OK. Let's give it some time to import. And let's export this one as well. And that's your export Maya. And cool, so it knew where to get the diffuse texture according to what we applied to the model. So as you can see, it says no collision model. Let's add some collision on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to double click the model itself, which is this one, the static mesh, before we bring it in. Cool, and it looks like it applied the materials perfectly. So the cool thing about Unreal, it just memorizes all that and it knows how to apply it. I could also show you guys how to do how to apply it as well, but just for the sake of the time of this tutorial, we'll just go ahead and just leave it as is. And so there you are. There's your material. There's your crate. Let's go ahead and make a collision around it. So right now it's just, you can click show collision, and it's not showing anything, but because there's no collision applied. So if I go to collision, let's do a simplified collision. What that'll do is create that box to be a collision. Cool. Okay. And then let's see, texture, preserve smoothing groups, recompute normals. Let's click recompute normals, simplify LOD. And there you have it. So we have collision on that one. Let's go ahead and exit out of there. Let's go ahead and do the same thing with this one as well. Let's create a collision. To view the collision, you can press show collision, or you can just go simply 6 DOP simplified collision. What that does, it creates a collision on there. Take from preserve smoothing groups to recompute normals and simplify LOD. Click that. And this is the Maya export, I believe. Yep, this is the Maya export, according up here. And let's exit out of that. And here are your materials. So just see if you're just to see your material in general. We have 2 materials, one for each mesh, and then we have your textures right up here. These 3 textures right here. Let's go ahead and bring up the materials. Just double click it, and when you look at it, you can see that there's a bunch of things plugged into the specular, the normals, the specular color, the diffuse slot, because everything we did in Maya and Max, so it's already set up nicely. So to take your material, all you have to do is just press Control to move them out of the way, and hold Control, move it out of the way, just to see what the graph is looking like. But yeah, just by clicking that, you guys can see that this is how your nodes are set up with your texturing. Let's go ahead and just grab the spec out of there. It's the specular, and this is your diffuse. And the text coordinates, I'm pretty sure it's using 0 to 1 UV coordinates space. And so for the diffuse and stuff like that, let's see here. So there it is. There's a assigned diffuse texture, and the texture was applied to a color. and it was a new color for new dest color. Let's see. And what you want to do is you want to click that open. Let's see here. I'm sorry guys, let's delete that. New texture, I'm sorry guys, new texture. New scene texture. And there you go, I think that's where your texture shaft sample. Let's see here. Texture. New texture sample. Sorry. So yeah, new texture sample, and then you look for your file in here in the content browser. So you just take your material when you loaded your textures. So let's go back to minimize this. So to apply that texture, you just select the 2D texture, and then you go back to here, texture sample, and you just press that arrow key. It'll apply it to the texture sample. And then another one you can do color, I'm sorry, texture. See texture sample again. It'll create another texture sample for you. And again, just go ahead and do the same thing, but just go to your normal, press the arrow key. That'll apply the normal to that. Come on. It's taking a while. Okay, and then the next one you want to do is your spec. Sorry, texture. New texture sample. And you want to click that, and then choose the spec that you have for your texture, and then apply the spec to that. So as you can see, you got all your textures laid out for you nicely. And all you really have to do is just start plugging them in from here on. So I'm just going to take this one over here, take this texture sample over here, over by the RGB, so you guys can see we just did this on our own instead of having Maya or Max do it for us. So let's go ahead and so unplug these from there. So you want to break the link. What that'll do is just break the specularity. As you can see in the viewport that it's breaking it as well. So just select the arrow. My computer's fast enough. Oh, I'm sorry, select the node that's sticking out, that square box, press break link, and again break link. Alright, and there you have it. So next thing you want to do is apply the textures. So let's bring this texture sample down here. Let's move some of these out of the way. This one out of the way. This one over here by the normal. diffuse by diffuse, and you want to plug in the diffuse channel into here, into the diffuse channel, and there you go. You have your texture set up for that. The same thing you want to do with normal, and your normal will pop out like that. And the same thing with the spec. So let's bring specularity down here. And let's specular color. And there you have it. So, and then UVs, so just go, if you want to bring up the UV texture coordinates, it is under, let's see, texture, let's see here, where is it at? Text chords, somewhere around here. There you are. I think it's right here. So new texture coordinate. And you could probably just duplicate these. So Control C, Control V. That creates one. Control V again. Create another one. And then just plug that guy into the UVs. Plug that into the UVs. And plug that into the UVs. And that just sets it exactly the same way as we had it before with our textures. So there you have it. So there's the Instructor pack. And it looks exactly the same. See the material, create one material and create material. I believe I did name one of create one material. I named it in Maya, and I think I didn't create material in Max. So and these are the two static meshes that it lays out. So there you have that. So I kind of showed you guys a little quick bit on the material editor in Unreal. So there you guys have it. It's a node-based editor, also known as Unreal Kismet. They use this for programming and stuff like that too. So it's just another way of being more visual with it. But there's that, and then so do I like to apply changes to the original material? No, we'll lose all changes. So make sure we save those changes. Let's press yes. Compiling shaders for material, and there you have it. So to add the static mesh inside the scene, so what you do is you click it once, and you right click, and then you go to add static mesh, Instructor pack, create. That's the top one, and it'll create that mesh and put it in there for you inside the scene. And then the same thing with this one, and that's Max, and this one's Maya. So let's see if they come in exactly the same, and they pretty much do. It's just one zeroed out differently in the other one. So to fix that, you just go back in Maya and zero it on the bottom, bring the translation gizmo on the bottom of the crate, and then there you would have it. And there you have it. There's the crates with the materials applied in the scene. Also, what you want to do is you want to build scene, build the lighting and everything. Make sure you guys save. So just build all. It just rebuilds the lighting, rebuilds everything. Let's see here. I don't know why the content browser came up, but it's gonna take a little bit just to build it. Just gonna minimize this. So here's your swarm agent. It's running on my computer. Progress. It's just basically calculating to render out all the lighting in the on the computer, showing what it has to do. So that's that. Alright, any day now. So if you guys have any questions on, you know, anything to do with the tutorials, you know, feel free to ask, leave comments below. Be more than happy to help you guys. Let's see, it's still calculating the lighting. It's almost done here, hopefully. Just taking a little bit. So 14.29%, 28.57%. There you have it. So let's close this. Close, close, close. Let's go ahead and save everything. Save all. Let's save it under UDK. So it's documents. Let's go under Unreal Development Kit. So let's go under C. Let's find Unreal. Let's go to Program Files. See Unreal. There's no Unreal. Unreal Tournament. UT Game. Cooked PC. Let's just save it in here. Let's save it as instruct test. It's okay. Press save. Alright, and then let's go ahead and play the level. So here we have Unreal. Let's go ahead and play it. Actually, do you like maps during reference package? Actually, let's just play the scene. There you have it. There's our crates. Our monsters inside. Pretty low resolution, but they're in there. Got the normals on them. And there's our scene all set up. So that's pretty much it, guys. This character doesn't jump as high as the one in Unity, but it's pretty much the same scale. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching.